I'm so sorry. I wish you didn't have to go through that. It's really awful. I know. Honestly, I don't think the problem is that she doesn't understand you. I think as people, we barely understand ourselves, let alone other people. But that doesn't mean you can't love and value people even when you don't understand them. I've dealt with a lot of the same thing, and I know it isn't easy to deal with. You can always try to talk with your mother about the way she treats you and tell her how you feel and how it hurts you. If she's willing to work it out and see things from your perspective, you might be able to form a better relationship over time. But, of course, you can't make other people change if they don't want to. And I know even the idea of confronting her about these things can be scary. Under the assumption that you've already tried talking to her about how this treatment makes you feel and she refuses to listen, I can only tell you what I've learned. First of all, is that it isn't your fault. Some people just don't choose to be kind, but that doesn't mean you deserve it. And if she ever tries to convince you that you do deserve the harsh treatment, it may be a sign that she's not the sort of person you should trust or listen to. I'm not telling you to go on a rampage, of course, and just disobey everything your mother tells you to do. Unfortunately, while you're in her household, you are subject to her rules. And if what she's telling you to do isn't wrong, I think it would be best to obey her for the moment, for the sake of your own morality. Don't let yourself become a sneaky or dishonest person to try to see and talk to your girlfriend if she forbids you to. But if she's just making it difficult, then if your relationship with your girlfriend means that much to you, muscle through. Maybe this will make your relationship with your girlfriend stronger because you two are willing to put in the work for it even though it's not easy at the moment. I know it's painful, and when the emotions get overwhelming or too hard to keep in, you can always talk to me about it or write out your feelings to help you get them off your chest. You'll be 18 before you know it, and you'll be able to live somewhere where you're treated properly. Remember that is always the goal. Don't try to settle for this or convince yourself that it's okay if she's mistreating you. If she doesn't respect your interests or opinions, don't talk to her about them. You don't have to give up your interests, but it'll only hurt you more to try to make her care about what you love, especially if you see these things as a big part of you or your character. Honestly, just don't bother. It isn't worth your time or your energy. And while your opinions on things are definitely important to voice, especially when they come to how you're raised, if she isn't the type of person to listen to them, then again, you might just feel more crushed by trying to tell her about them. I know it's easy to want her praise and approval because she's your mother, but she's also just another person, and you don't need to worry yourself about trying to get anybody's approval. However, when you want to talk about your interests, try talking about them with people you know are interested in hearing you out and listening. I remember feeling the same way when I tried to tell my mother about TV shows and musical artists. I learned better than to try to share my opinions with her, and I knew they would likely turn into arguments or ways for her to emotionally attack me. You can try to look your mom in the eye like you mentioned, though it may be scary for you, but you really don't have to force yourself to do that. There's no obligation for you to talk to her or to try to form a relationship with someone who is mistreating you. Obviously, don't be rude to her, but anyone, even your mother, needs to show you basic respect if they want to interact with you. That means talking to you in a kind way and treating you lovingly. Lastly, I know it's not easy to feel like you love your mom during this time, but fortunately, love isn't just a feeling. You can still treat your mom with kindness because everyone, even mean people, deserve that. Just because they're people too. In doing this, you can always be moving forward and working to never become the kind of person that is hurting you so much. Remember, everyone deserves love. You deserve love. You should be trying your best in everything you do to give love and surround yourself with people who treat you well and really love you. That's the most important thing in the end. And it's what will help you get through this hard time and come out a stronger and better person on the other side, rather than just being torn down by this experience. Did that answer your question at all, sweetie? I hope it did. I know it's hard. I know. But it's not forever. You know that, right? Keep fighting. Things will turn around eventually. I believe that.